Hello, Star Trek fans, fellow Trekkies out there. We're taking a look at something that I bought that's made by Playmates that reminds me of something that I didn't buy back in the 90s. Back in the 90s, I was a huge Next Generation and Voyager fan, and I did buy Deep Space Nine stuff too, like their Impact Nor, or the Deep Space Nine itself. This was only $24.99 from a store that we have here called Super Deals. There's also one in North Myrtle Beach. Now, this thing's been making noises in the back of my car for the longest time, so I was like, you know what? I need to go ahead and do a video on it and get it set up or put it somewhere. But it's huge. It is massive. The noises it makes.
Photon torpedoes.
That's the most noise it's been making in my car. All right, on the bottom we have the radar, which is actually the deflector dish, so that when they're going through space. Now, you know, the science behind Star Trek is fascinating, but we all know at the end of the day that it would take a tremendous amount of energy, and even the smallest particle of dust would go flying right through this thing and destroy it if you're going that fast in space. Plus, don't tell me a force shield or deflector dish will do anything to you. It really can't. The faster you go, the harder it is for those things to actually work. Okay, so putting in this is all you got to put on, and then there's also a base. Which makes me think this is also a light up because it's got the little metal things, which is good because all the other ships I have the Voyager ship. I have actually all of the ships from Star Trek, except I never did get this one. I was not a fan of the original show, and I've gotten a lot more for them since then. All right, so we got on, off, and demo. So we want to go and put it in on mode, and you can put it in off mode, which is good. All right, so this is of course, the USS Enterprise. How about I said D? It's not D, but I'm always used to saying USS Enterprise D because the longest time that was my favorite ship. Okay, so it's got a stand that you put on, which is very different from the older Playmate stands. The older ones were a solid piece of plastic here that looked like their, emblem, and then the plastic actually curved back, not forward. But this one, I was just a little concerned at first on got it right or not, but that concerns me too. But you do have a screw there you could tighten up, I guess, to make it immobile. Yeah, see, that makes me think it's very wonky. It's not the most tight-fitting thing in the world, so you're going to have your ship in blast-off mode. I don't know, I guess it'll hold. So now, let's see what it'll do when we push the buttons. Of course, we're out in daylight, so it's kind of...
Photon torpedoes.
I barely see light on that back one. Or maybe it's just the sunlight shining through it. All right, hold on. I'm going to knock that thing off the table. It's just the background lighting is messing up and shutting down the lens. So we got, it's a very interesting look. It's very different. I don't remember those being orange on the original. I remember being red. Now I do usually buy smaller ships, but since I do have every single one of these except for, I have Enterprise D. I would love to have Enterprise C. I do have a model kit of it. I have Enterprise E, the Defiant, the Impact Nor is what I like to call it, but it's really the Deep Space Nine. It's just when I say Deep Space Nine, it's like, that's Deep Space Nine. I do have, well, I guess I have the USS Voyager. And so I just needed this one to add to my collection. And I don't know if they ever made it. I feel like I do have it, but I don't remember. Okay, oh, the original, not the original, but the, what was it? The one that had words in the song. My dad likes that show a lot. I do have a smaller version of that one. And I don't know if they ever made one for the revised, like 2011. Wait, the like episode or the movie 11, 12, and 13, the ones with the brand new cast, like for the original movie. All right, so for $25, do you think this was worth it, or did I get ripped off? Because I'm pretty sure it was worth it. I mean, I have not seen one that inexpensive. I haven't seen one anywhere, honestly. But when I look at these online, they're usually in a clear container, and it shows looks like schematics on the plastic on top of it, and those are way more, like they're $89. It's the cheapest I've ever seen one of those. But $25 sounds about fair to me. All right, so the only thing again, this, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out. It's not the part right here that's loose. It's the ball right there that's loose. So maybe you can like find its sweet spot and then make everything else, force it to kind of lean. Or just see, because it keeps on, that ball is loose. If you guys have an idea of what I need to do to make it not do that, kindly let me know by commenting below. And I know I don't show off much Star Trek stuff, but that's because all of it's in storage. And I could definitely get through all my figures. I have the bridge playset, which is massively huge, and I definitely have that put away in the box, in its original box. But it was, when I lived in a bigger house, it was sitting on my dresser for the longest time. And I love that playset. It's massively huge and amazing. Although if they did another playset nowadays, I would kindly let them say, like, you know how the vinyl set is for the 8-inch figures? That's how I'd like to see things. Like, I would love to have that 8-inch vinyl, or the Mego 8-inch Playline vinyl carry case. That would be great. All right, so it looks like the Klingons just took out the box. Well, hey, thanks for watching, and I'm really looking forward to hearing from any of you fellow Trekkies out there, just to kind of let me know if you got this. What did you fix with the ball right here? Also, you know, because I might just take it off. It's weird. I thought that wasn't a ball at first. I didn't know it was a ball. And just hang it up, because I do have over my bed, there's a shelf for some reason. My dad put it there. Anyway, so I don't know how much this can take as far as tension, but I do have some ways of hanging stuff up in there. Now I do have all the Christmas ornaments. You remember those? I have every single one of those hanging over my bed. So I do have this already represented in this Christmas ornament, I think, or maybe I don't. I have the Defiant. I have several Enterprise E's, because I have no idea why. Or D's, not E's. I definitely have Impact Nor, or D-Susan. Yeah, I'm trying to, I haven't, the Voyager I do have. And then I have some other ships that are not in the same scale, so yeah. Oh, and then I have the Millennium Falcon there with them, which is kind of funny. All right. It's a funny story about that. When the Millennium Falcon came out, I really wanted it, but I could not afford it because I was just fresh out of college. And when I was hoping after Christmas to go pick it up, it sold out before I got there at the Hallmark store. So thankfully, years later, there's a thing coming about called eBay, because this was back in the 90s before eBay or internet or anything. eBay, I came out and I got it for $10 on eBay. I was like, yes. And it wasn't like right away. I got it like much later. I was like, I was going to pay $35 for that back in 1990s. I only had to pay $10 for it, thanks to eBay. All right. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Live long and prosper.